All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, Reggie Bush, and Mark Schlereth are back with us. Time now for Darnell's question of the day. Darnell, take it away.
Yes, sir. Let's move to New England. All right. Patriots are still dealing with the fallout from the Antonio Brown fiasco. Yesterday, Bill Belichick was asked on his weekly radio interview if he was disappointed that the AB signing didn't work out. And not surprisingly, he didn't give much insight into what happened. Take a listen.
I appreciate the fact, Glenn, that you want to ask those questions.
You're welcome, Bill.
But really, we've moved on. We released a statement about it. It didn't work out, and moved on. Game against the Jets, and now we're on to Buffalo. So that's really where my attention and focus is going forward.
I'm sure you'll appreciate my question, too, then. Do you have any regrets in signing this guy in the first place?
Yeah, I think we just talked about that. But I do appreciate you asking the question. I'm sure you've got more of them.
Thanks, Bill.
Does Belichick owe an explanation for signing AB?
Does he owe us an explanation? No, because I would say just read his actions. Does he regret signing AB? Yeah, he just cut him. I just don't know.
That is not true. That's not congruent. Keep going, though. But you cut a lot of players. You cut Seymour or something. Like,
you just signed a guy with all that controversy and then you cut him? That's not a sign of regret?
For me, it's not. Now, let me first go back to this, which is you don't owe me anything, Bill Belichick, in terms of what this is.
What about Patriots fans?
No. Stop being so damn nosy. One,
they don't care?
It's their secret sauce. Look, I don't care how, and I don't want to see how they make the hot dogs. I just know that when I go to a game, I want to see a good product, and I see the best product when I watch this team go out there and play. So it's just interesting to me. People just want to chase things. When every other transaction that occurs, y'all ain't up there asking the capologist how that happened, the general manager how that go down. You just nosy, you clout chasing, and it's because he's AB that you want to know more than when you ask of this same organization every other time.
Yeah, I would agree with you on this one. I don't think Belichick owes anybody an explanation. Man is one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach ever. And again, when you look at the tape in the game, they're winning, and they're one of the best teams. They might be the best team in football right now, so...
Hold on, y'all flipping me, though. Y'all flipping me. Come on, man. He signed someone that there was a lot of information.
But we know why he cut him, though. We know why.
No. But again, I wouldn't mind getting in a conversation. Like, Bill, man, didn't you read these stories about AB? This is a guy at the moment that's not a good person, a good human being. Why did you think he would work here when he just clown-suited the Raiders and John Gruden?
But that's their history. They've done that before with guys who were quote-unquote not good dudes or not good teammates.
On AB's level.
No.
On AB's level.
No, but has it worked? Have they won multiple championships? Like, everybody, like, I don't think he owes anybody anything. Now, you don't have to be as snarky as he is, but I don't think he owes anybody anything. And you all know what you already know the answer to the question. Why did you sign him? Because if you put on the film, the guy is amazing, right?
Okay.
But you get to the point where you look at him and go, yeah, but he's an amazing ass clown, too. So, you know, at some point, we just decided to move on.
Answer this question.
Okay, let me answer.
For Bill Belichick.
Okay.
Do you regret signing him?
I think I've moved on from that.
You get him. Pass me them.
That's why I like Schlereth, man.
Right.
Give me a real
No, because if it would have worked, great. It didn't cost us anything. You know, theoretically, it didn't cost us anything.
Didn't cost anything.
And you're like, we're going to win with or with, like we said when they signed him. They will win with or without him.
Well, I'll say this. If his answer is no, because, if it would have worked out, we would have, had this great success, that's why he's not answering the question. If that's really how he feels, that wouldn't just do nothing but add fuel to the fire.
Well, I think Belichick really has a uniform mindset around how he looks at talent, and he takes that roll of the dice. And you're a gambling man. You understand this. Like, in that moment before the dice are rolled, you got to make a decision. Oh, it's going out there, how much I'm putting down. And then if you lose it, you can sit there and say that hurt, but the regret is not, it's not appropriate for that moment. The regret is this. I thought this was going to work, and now I cut my losses. Think about this. He does this with even guys who have clean records. Julian Edelman was a 7th-round roll of the dice. Dude played quarterback his entire college career, and he said, I don't have to give up much to get this guy, but I think I see something in him. You look at Wes Welker, who's arguably one of the best receivers in history. The dude got cut from Chargers, was so-so with the Miami Dolphins, and he said, here we go again. Let's go figure this out. And became Wes Welker. Now you see AB on film, you're like, whoo, I love that. And then someone from HR taps you and say, you sure? It comes with something. You can't regret before the roll. You can't regret after the roll because that's how you roll.
Josh Gordon, same thing.
Josh Gordon.
He's doing the same thing right now with Josh Gordon. Roll the dice on Josh Gordon when nobody else in the NFL wanted Josh Gordon. And now look what he's doing. And so to me, to Mark's point, this is who they are. This is what they do.
Okay, Josh Gordon has been basically guilty of hurting himself. There was evidence out there beforehand, like AB, his missteps impact other human beings.
But Josh Gordon's issues also impacted the team as well.
Sure.
The team, but I'm just talking about, look, this dude likes drugs. That's a self-inflicted wound.
Okay.
AB's out there wounding other people with his behavior, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We're alleged. But even some of the stuff that we know, just not paying debts and the abuse in writing over Twitter or in emails and texts, the harassment. Blah, blah. Aaron, and again, this is why people are asking the question. And again, I'm not sitting here saying, hey, Belichick needs to give us a long-winded answer. I am saying I see why people are asking the questions because you throw on top of that, like, hey, man, there were people that said Aaron Hernandez was a bad dude.
Issues. Yeah.
Some real, and y'all signed him too, and we've come to find out he's the Ray Caruth and O.J. Simpson all wrapped into one deal.
Yeah, I get that, and I get the alleged aspect of that, but when it gets down to it, when you're talking about a football team, and the locker room is one of the most forgiving places in the world, you're talking about Josh Gordon, and I know off the field, and I know what they're accused of are two incredibly different things. But when it comes to the locker room, if Josh Gordon screws up again, you are hurting that team. Just like if Antonio Brown comes up and acts a fool, you're hurting that team. And it's looked at, I think, from their perspective, as the same thing. So we're taking kind of the same
tact. Get it. Yeah. You guys are three tremendous football players. I'm talking about, this is like a journal. This ain't, we're not discussing whether the locker room cares. We're talking about why the media wants him to answer this question.
Yeah.
And again, I think Dana Jacobson, when she asked the question, knew what she was going to get, and CBS knew what she was going to get. This is Bill Belichick's shtick. He's not coming off of it. I see both sides, I guess. Coming up, everything seems to be rolling in Dallas, except Dak Prescott's contract negotiations. We'll tell you why the quarterback still hasn't gotten paid.